and welcome to Anime Review. Today I'm going to be talking about Princess Jellyfish. As you can see, I got very floofed up for this one. I even painted my nails to match my hair. So I discovered Princess Jellyfish through the same YouTuber who told me about Mob Psycho 100, if you remember. I'm not sure how to pronounce their name because I've only seen it spelled out. It's like Nora Lit, Nora Lit, then I-E-S, Lees, Nora Lit Lees, I guess. They made a video, like a kind of like a top 10 list, and Jellyfish Princess was on there, and I thought it looked interesting, so I typed it into Funimation, saw it, and watched it. So, Jellyfish Princess centers around our main character, Tsukimi, who's really into jellyfish, and she lives in this shared apartment with all of these other women. Mei, this one, who's obsessed with Records of Three Kingdoms. I'm guessing that's TV show. The building manager, Chigo, who's really into fashion and dolls. And there's Gigi, I think that's how you pronounce her name. And Bun Bun, who really likes trains. Now, because all of these women live together in this apartment, they all kind of created this sisterhood. And in the sisterhood, there are rules. Rule 1 is you can't bring any boys home, no men. Men cannot set foot in the apartments. Also, you're kind of supposed to reject makeup and choose perfume. Anything, any kind of like stereotypical feminine interest, you're supposed to reject it and be against it. It's gross. And everyone and all the ladies in the sisterhood kind of have like the same mindset where if you like fashion or shoes or whatever, the color pink, that, you know, you're this stereotypical Barbie. And they will call you one of these stylish. And they don't like the stylish. So one day, Tsukimi is out checking on her favorite jellyfish in her pet shop that, since she can't afford to actually take it home, she can only like watch it in the tank through the glass of the window shop. One day she goes to check on it. She named the jellyfish Clara. She goes and checks on her jellyfish, and she notices that there's another species in there. And the two jellyfish are different species and they don't get along, so they're in their tank and they're fighting. And so, not Clara's the jellyfish. Tsukimi tries to tell the shopkeeper, hey, like, these two jellyfish, they don't get along, they're fighting each other. You need to put this one in another tank to save Clara, to save this one. And the shopkeeper doesn't listen. He just kind of looks at her and is like, yeah, weirdo. Yeah, because she's very socially awkward, she ends up making a big fool of herself, and the shopkeeper is kind of like, can you leave or else I'm gonna call the police. Yeah. And that's where we meet a very important main character, Koronosuke. Isn't she pretty? Tsukimi, when she first sees Koronosuke, her first thought's like, wow, look how beautiful, look how tall, look how confident. Why can't I be like that? But her why can't I be like that isn't out of jealousy. It's not. So, she ended up able to get Clara the jellyfish for Tsukimi for free. Tsukimi ends up inviting her to the apartment, and they both kind of fall asleep. She falls asleep at the apartment. Then Tsukimi wakes up the next day. She looks over at her, and whoopsie daisy, surprise, her wig slips off and she's a man. And the way they interact from then on is actually really funny. So Zucchini is obviously freaking out. She's like, oh, the sisterhood, I broke the rule. I brought a man home, but I didn't mean to. You gotta get out of here. You gotta go. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Meanwhile, he's here like, yes, I am a man. Do you have a problem? Are you okay? Yeah, meanwhile, Zucchini's freaking out like, I'm gonna get shunned. I'm gonna get shunned by the sisterhood. Now, at first glance, you might think this is one of, like, the classic ugly duckling tales that, kind of like the Princess Diaries in Disney's Princess Diaries. Yeah, it's a movie. You might think it's like a classic ugly duckling tale where they take Zucchini, you know, a shy nerd with glasses, and she takes her glasses off and she undoes her hair and she's kind of beautiful, and then they enter a makeover scene and she ends up becoming beautiful, and now that she's beautiful, everybody notices her, and here's your new boyfriend, and she stays beautiful throughout the rest of the movie. Yeah, here's your new boyfriend now that he notices you because you're beautiful now. Happy ending. But yeah, this isn't like that at all. At first glance, it might seem like that, but it's not. Zucchini does get like a few makeovers, but they're not like drastically different, and it's not overplayed. Like in a lot of these ugly duckling movies, they have like a big makeover montage. Zucchini doesn't get that. Like, it's just lipstick. It's just a new outfit. No need to be all montagey. And I actually kind of like how they didn't do that, because she was able to get like she got multiple like small makeovers throughout the 11 episodes, and they didn't make like a big deal out of it. It's just, here she is with blush on. It's not a big deal because it's not. But yeah, eventually all of the sisterhoods get makeovers, which I really enjoyed. But yeah, throughout this series, Zucchini learns that just because some people like feminine things like clothes and shoes and stuff, it doesn't mean you're a dumb Barbie who only cares about finding shoes that match your outfit. Like, you, just because you like that stuff doesn't mean that. In the end, Koronosuke ends up competing in this fashion show to raise enough money to save the girl's apartment, because the apartments are coming down unless they can get enough money to save it. Yeah. And in the end of that, they end up saving it. So yeah, it's only 11 episodes. It is very, very short. It's only one away from a dozen. But that's all you really need. Like, it didn't need to be like super long, or else it would have probably got very boring. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very cute anime, very cute, very small. You could probably binge it all within a day. Now, because this was made way back in, I think, the late 90s, early 2000s-ish. I'm not sure the exact date. Much like Host Club, it does have some obvious age to it. What was once seen as bold and impressive and new is now not offensive, but could you word that a bit better? So I did really enjoy Jellyfish Princess. If you are planning on watching it, you do need to try to keep in mind that this is an old anime, and this is how people talked way back when. So you're gonna hear some outdated terms that to this day and age might be a little on the offensive side, but they're not saying it in an offensive way. They're just saying it because that's how people talked back then. Other than that, which that only really happens like maybe twice throughout the whole 11 episodes. Other than that, it was a very good anime, and I really did enjoy it. And that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Bye!